But
Okay, and we're back, everybody. Yeah. Oh man, I hope people are still around after.
the lighting is terrible.
I know we need to turn off I think we need to turn off the backlights behind us.
I'm gonna go on the.
Okay. Bye. We're still figuring out the space. Oh, I hate that.
Oh, also the light on the camera.
No, I don't need it. What do you think?
That's better.
Yeah, I don't think we need it.
A lot better.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna lower this slightly.
My phone.
I don't see it. I see my
I
phone.
gotta go find.
Okay. Are we in real BioShock or fitness BioShock? We're gonna play real BioShock now, Jojo. The April Fool's Day prank is over. Okay. Oh, I don't know where it is. Okay. I'm gonna start the game because this is taking.
Don't be impatient.
No,
You're so
no,
impatient.
it's just that we took a little too long getting.
You're impatient.
I also just want to play the game.
Impatient.
Okay, now we're actually gonna play BioShock. I hope you all enjoyed our little April Fool's Day prank. You know, there's a lot of like negative stigma around April Fool's Day because back in the day, there were a lot more like malicious pranks. I feel like that were pulled, but nowadays I see a lot more like so today especially. I found a lot of like lighthearted, kind of fun little jokes, and you know what? They were nice. Like, I totally understand why people didn't really do anything for April Fool's Day. Have you seen Dead Cells? Yes, I have. And that's all I'm gonna say. Maybe we'll play it on here someday, maybe not. I can't... I will definitely look into it a little bit more, though. Okay, so... What was I talking about? Oh yeah, April Fool's Day. I think April Fool's Day has a slightly negative stigma around it just because of people used to pull like way more malicious pranks back in the day. But today I've seen nothing but really fun, lighthearted pranks, and I think that's nice. Like one of my favorite pranks today was that all the Pokemon social media accounts were dedicated strictly to Bidoof and praising Bidoof, and that's funny. That's so funny to me. And another one I saw was like, I actually shared it in the Discord. Game Explain leaked a new trailer for Captain Toad 2, and you should go check that out if you haven't already. It's in the memes channel. Okay. So last time we entered Minerva's Den. We also beat BioShock 2. So... But right now we're looking for...
It's still echoing an awful lot.
It is?
Yeah, your mic echoes a lot. I don't know why.
Okay, well, we can't do anything about it now. We're already started.
I know, but I'm gonna mess with your mic probably. While you go. Because it's only you, and I can't figure out why it's only you. It might just because you have a loud voice, or maybe it's because you're too far away from your mic.
How's this? Is this better? It's right in my face now.
I don't know.
Faster, Mr. B. Don't make me carry you.
Okay. I'm gonna steal this little sister from
I think
this...
that was better.
Oh, really?
Mr. B.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you're far away in the mic, that it picks up both. I'm also trying to sit further away from you. Oh, Poe's going in the castle.
Oh, that's cute.
You can see him.
Yeah. Anything else I could use in here?
Yeah, if the mic's too far away, I think it was picking up on both or something.
Okay. Then I'll just keep it really close to my face. Okay, cool. So it was it's just what that it was too far away. Cool. Oh. Hello.
Yeah, but we also fixed some noise suppression stuff.
That's true. We did also do that. Okay, I'm going to attack this guy now.
Yeah, get him.
Let me see.
Naughty! No!
Sorry, I shook the whole thing. I was trying to get comfortable.
I miss all my armor piercing stuff, you know?
Yeah, that was nice to have.
Oh.
It
Got
definitely
him.
feels like you're kind of starting square one again.
Oh, I already have enough laser cells. We're gonna adopt you, kid. You are mine now. And look, there's a fresh body. Sweet. That's heal. Yeah.
We found Adam, Daddy.
We found Adam, Daddy.
Okay, let me just set up some turrets.
Yeah, weren't we just like fighting a bunch of nerds or something?
Yes.
Like we're in math hell, right?
Pretty much.
Just trying to refresh myself. We're in math hell.
Yeah.
We're fighting nerds.
Mommy, who is that? Adam in your pocket, pocket, pocket.
That was weirdly adorable.
I could give you braids and ribbons. The hole in the knee of my jeans is becoming far too large.
Ow. Where are you shooting from?
Which is unfortunate, because these are my favorite pairs of jeans.
It's just a little
I wish I was good at patches and like fixing, repairing jeans.
Daddy, are you taking me home
Okay.
too?
Man, I'm so bad at Slay the Spire now.
Yeah, I'm terrible at it. Like,
What
I
about
feel
that
like every
Brute
time I
Slicer?
play it,
Oh,
I'm
he's
just
dead.
like,
Good.
damn, I'm bad.
Okay. Can I recollect these?
No.
That's bullshit, because I can always recollect proximity mines and stuff.
That's pretty, yeah, that's pretty shitty.
That's stupid. Alright. Okay. Well,
Okay.
gonna pick up that at least.
Got to.
I'm gonna go buy more drill fuel real quick.
Ew, no, not from here. You're paying into the system, Will.
I'm doing it just to hurt you specifically, Kaylee.
I know.
Adam, Daddy, over there.
Oh yeah, so the guy put his wife, or made the AI his wife, kind of? Isn't
Yeah.
that what happened?
How does it feel to know that your grand purpose is foretold by a machine? The numbers know already what will happen. As I tell you this, will it affect the outcome? I am not so much holding my breath.
Oh yeah, that's like our main enemy here, right? Mr. Reed
that's
Wall.
Mean guy. That's
Yeah.
the mean guy in this one.
Yeah.
Mean guy. He's so mean.
Where did it drop?
Crouch. Crouch.
Wasting my valuable time.
Can you crouch?
I guess I could. Listen, it's been like 2 days since we played this game. I don't remember anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
2 whole days.
Yep, 2 whole days.
In pandemic time, that's actually 3 years.
Makes a lot of sense.
If you were wondering. I'm glad everybody seemed to enjoy our very dumb joke.
Me too. Me too. I'm glad that paid off.
We were thinking about that. Well, I made a joke that that's what he should do for April Fools like a month ago, and then Will was like, "No, we should do that."
I was like, yeah, hell yeah, let's
that
let's go
sounds
all
great.
in.
And I was like, "Oh, okay."
No one is supposed to hand it over. Give it to me now!
It's dancing, Daddy. It's dancing.
Did you just say it's dancing whenever I zapped that woman?
I have no idea.
'Cause that's pretty funny.
It's pretty
Okay.
fucked up.
It's funny and it's also real fucked up.
You know, you can
Which is most of this game.
have it and eat it too or whatever.
Roses and sunshine means angels.
So like, when was this DLC added originally? Do you know?
I don't.
I was just
really wish I
curious
had
if
the
maybe that was
minigun.
something you knew.
So we remember.
I'm on to you.
Okay, that was easy.
She's onto us.
Give it to me now! Oh, not me!
Ow.
Still working. Think see you.
I wonder what
It's Daddy now, Daddy. Daddy's giving you stores and parties.
sorry, I lost my train of thought. I am like so out of it with this whole like do prank and then transition to this is a little bit rough in my brain. My brain was like, how do we transition? And I was like, I don't know, brain.
Daddy,
You tell me.
are we gonna
I'm
get
kind of out of it
together
too.
again, Daddy?
Because it was just a lot happened. Remember 2 days ago when we did that refit prank?
That scared me.
2 days being pandemic time, obviously. Ooh. You notice that in this one, were his hands always like glowing?
Okay, good, he's dead.
Is the glowing hands like new to this DLC?
Yeah, their hands are on fire.
Yeah, they're like, their feet are on fire too, like Zagreus style.
Yeah. But not nearly as cool as
Zagreus
Zagreus.
Something shiny.
Yeah, it's this.
Oh.
Let's
Put
send the
that
kid
girl
away.
back where she came from, or so.
It's going to be 30 degrees tonight. My window isn't closed. Okay, because I have a giant Goen hoodie. Nice.
Oh, that's cute.
Goen will protect you from the cold.
I love that.
Okay,
Big Goon hoodie.
where am I going? I'm so lost.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Delta. You ho. Rhyming is hard. Yeah, what are you doing?
This is where I just came from.
Yeah, you did some sister stuff, but what are you doing?
I'm supposed to be looking for the gravity well. I needed the electro bolt plasmid to get the gravity well plasmid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It feels
Leave.
very directionless right now.
Yes, because there's no arrow.
Yeah, we should get that
Let's go
back.
shoot this person.
Oh, didn't he say it was in the McLean area or something? What does it say up above you? The M place.
McLean.
Weigh my options.
Yeah, you were in there earlier and then like had to come back. Maybe it's in there. McClendon? I don't know.
Can I take her shotgun?
You can steal her soul if you wanna.
It didn't give me her shotgun.
Bet it'll let you.
Oh yeah, no, this is the exit. Okay, cool.
You can leave.
Thank God.
For your company's computing needs. Why, the Thinker even does some thinking for Ryan Industries.
It even thinks for Ryan. Bet he didn't like hearing that.
No, I doubt it, actually.
They didn't run that by him first. Crouch. Yeah, now we're learning. Welcome to the circus. No refunds. You can't, and I'll never return.
Let's see.
She sure hates the ground. Yeah, get that ground, lady. The floor is the enemy.
Well, the floor is now her home.
One good zap from that electrobolt plasmid should get you into the archives.
She was playing The Floor is Lava, but anger management style. Where you try to punch the lava
There we go.
away.
Is it bad that I forgot we were underwater?
Sometimes I do forget we're underwater in this game.
It's like, it's very easy to forget because of all
Well, because
the
you're
other
just,
crazy
you're
shit
in
that's
like inner
happening.
rooms and you're like doing stuff. And that's what I just sort of forget. Just sort of forget.
Okay.
Tape.
Dear Dr. Lamb, I received the invitation to your little social club today. In return, I'd like to make you a wager. I wager you need Rapture Central Computing just a little bit more than I need your half-baked metaphysical mumbo-jumbo. Ideal in science, not whatever it is you're up to. You keep out of Minerva's den, and I'll keep this city's automation from grinding to a complete and sudden halt. Sound
Oh,
fair?
he's the only one keeping this place running.
Interesting.
I mean, it makes sense that somebody's doing it. So he's got a deal. She leaves him alone, and he keeps this place up and running.
Numbers don't move like that.
Numbers don't move like that.
Did you just call us Delta?
He
We're
called
Sig-
you numbers or something. I don't know.
No, we're Sigma now.
Yeah, we're Sigma.
Yeah. I thought you said Delta.
Oh, me? Yeah, I probably did. I forget all the time who we are.
Yeah, no, now we're Sigma. Delta was the other guy that is now part of
We're
his-
somebody else now. We're a different Greek letter.
Yeah. A whole other Greek letter.
A whole other Greek letter. It's just having used the toilets.
Yep. What
Flush.
I was gonna say is, so yeah, it looks like Lamb invited Porter to join her cult. I fucking love that he just told her off like that. That's great.
He's like, yeah, I'll join your cult. How about never? That'll show her.
Upgraded ion laser.
Well, alright then.
Intensity upgrade increases the damage output of the ion laser's beam. Holy shit.
I like that.
Thinker has taken note of your new toy. A firecracker before the eyes of God.
Come on.
A firecracker
So it
before
does.
the eyes of God. A sheet cake before the wedding cake of God.
Didn't do much against those guys. Saps.
A small egg compared to the
Aw,
organic egg
Is
of
this a
God.
baby carriage?
A baby carriage slash mower apparently.
Yeah, I can't tell what that actually is.
Dual function. And then they remembered they weren't underwater, and then they remembered that they were underwater, and it wasn't very, it didn't go well.
Right.
They were like, oh, we're gonna sell this up top for tons of money, and Ryan won't let them do it. That's the story behind that.
That's the story behind, I think, everything wrong with this place. Most things wrong with this place.
Let's just put a bunch of egomaniacs under the sea together and see how it goes. Oh, it didn't go well? Weird.
I
Who
can't
could've-
imagine
Who
why.
could have thought? Who could have predicted?
Some more mini turrets.
Nobody saw it
Right.
coming.
Absolutely no one, because they all had their heads up their own asses.
God will punish.
God.
God will punish.
Hey, look, a tape. Very nice.
A pair of thugs came into the archives today and started calling up codes from all over Rapture. People's private possessions, just rifling through them. Said they were Ryan's security. that they were doing maintenance on the pneumatic system. Maintenance? Huh. Isn't the point of the archives to keep your things safe from prying eyes?
I mean, generally, yes.
What? We're being spied on by the government?
The fake government that is Andrew Ryan. Yes.
I mean, I guess technically this place pretty much had no government. It was just a dictatorship run by Ryan. This is Ryan's cruise, like, yacht. This is Ryan's yacht and everybody's allowed to hang out here. That's the type of government system I came to understand. He hates government, so he just was like,
I'll make my own.
I'll make my own utopia where we don't need government because reasons.
I have begun testing a new approach to the splicing sickness problem. Adam remembers, you see. The method uses the Adam's own recall of past cell configurations to revert each of the patient's genetic changes. With one final dose, we return the patient to his former self. It is only theory. The number of potential bonding sites for even a single test is innumerable, ones I cannot calculate alone. But I have heard of an adding machine at the heart of the city, beyond the capability of any device the world has known. Perhaps, if I could harness its power.
Oh, is she trying to fix all the splicers?
Yeah, she mentioned that last time. She's trying to fix the Adams, find a cure for the Adam sickness.
Oh.
Also, did you see my face when I saw that we had the shotgun?
Yeah.
I'm so fucking happy right
You
now.
do love that shotgun.
The numbers keep changing.
Yeah, well, once you get a light source over on that side, I think you'll be good. But for now, we're kind of like half and half.
All right, let's get some ammo for this bad boy.
Ammo time. Really need like a ring light or something.
Yeah, there's one on the webcam, the new webcam, but like,
It's not. Well, it's bright, but it's also not bright.
yeah,
Like it doesn't light up enough space.
yeah. And more times than, and most of the time it'll just blind me.
It distracts you.
Yeah. We're still trying to figure out the best setup for this particular room.
I mean, we just need better lighting, and I think you'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, just in general, like, not just that, but like, trying to get comfy and stuff.
I think this is a pretty cozy setup.
True.
I think it works.
I really don't know where I should be going.
I actually don't know what you're supposed to be doing either. You're kind of just wandering around.
Well, that's.
Is there anything you can check? Like, is there an objective in the pause menu?
Machine, eh? How does it know?
What?
The numbers are wrong, but they can't be wrong. The numbers are wrong, but they can't be.
Okay. That was weird.
Yep.
Heck.
I think I'm hearing people upstairs. Meant to do this. There we go.
Pretty funny. Yeah, I think you maybe ran off without an objective again.
Yeah, but I'm finding all these tapes, so.
Continuing input of audio data into the Thinker's database. Subject, Pearl Porter.
Closer now into the recorder.
I don't know what to say, Wilson. This is Mrs. Pearl Porter speaking.
That's the way.
And I'm recording this message with my brilliant husband, whom I love very much. And, I am so looking forward to seeing London.
That wasn't so hard, now was it? Won't you be glad that we have these to listen to when we're old and gray?
Won't we be glad that we have these recordings to listen to when you're old and dead?
Oof.
When I'm old and you're dead, I guess.
Get out, you.
I've heard people say that they want a wedding video in case their SO dies. And like, I've heard people say that before, and it's just like, that's pretty morbid.
Yeah, it is.
Sure, you hear it in Rapture. One of the business types asked me, why don't you splice white? Get ahead. Well, that's some idiocy. I told him, first of all, I am ahead. Second, in Rapture, it's your work that's supposed to matter, not your skin. Too bad for some folks who can't splice in common sense.
Ooh.
Damn.
They were like, why don't you just become a white person? He's like, wow, yeah, sure.
Yeah, fuck off.
Fuck you.
Fuck the
That's
fuck right
fucked
off.
up.
That is so fucked up.
Yeah. That's pretty fucked up. Fuck that guy in particular. Sorry, what was Luigi? I follow our prequel memes on Reddit, and they banned images of Anakin because of war crimes. Where's the Awooga? Well, we're in the DLC now, so now we're Sigma, and we're looking for an AI like computer.
Yeah.
Because Tenenbaum thinks she can use it to fix the splicers.
Yeah,
to cure
especially
them.
if that's like the very first reason.
But we sure are killing a lot of splicers on the way down here. That could possibly be cured.
To be fair, most of them are attacking us, and if it's either us or them, it's not right. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying that
you should
we're
pause and see if it tells you what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
You've literally just been wandering around aimlessly for a long time. You're never gonna finish this DLC.
What's this? Destroy the vacuum bots. I'll do that later.
A magic locked door. But you didn't read it. Search Minerva's done for the gravity well. So you're just aimlessly searching for it?
No, it's supposed to be somewhere in here. Hang on. Head for operations. Head to the operations. Okay, well, that's where this is supposed to be. The airtight archives.
Mm-hmm. I don't see a plasmid anywhere. Are you sure you didn't already get it and you forgot?
Yes.
Okay. I just thought that might be worth checking.
No, I would have known because this is an entirely new plasmid.
There's a locked door here, but there are windows in front of it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. We've already been down here.
Yeah.
So this area is cleared out. Oh!
Okay.
I see.
We're okay.
I think we're in the right spot then.
Yep.
That seems like a good direction. The computer in the sky.
All right. That's fair.
For the marriage videos, yeah, Lemon, I agree that if that's like the very first reason they come up with, that's very weird.
So if World War III happens, what is your... No idea. Haven't really thought about it.
What is your song of choice for World War III? Like the song you're gonna play while you just kind of like sit back and go down with the ship? Is that what we're going with? I'd probably play we're going down, down,
That's a good one. That's a good one to go out on.
You know, you can never understand the words.
Loaded gun complex.
Cock it and pull it, going down, down.
Okay, we should probably
Sure,
stop.
we're going down, yeah.
We should stop now before we get copyright.
I'm stopping.
Yeah.
Gray, you are not gonna play Baby Shark. That is not the last sound you want to hear before you die. I guarantee it. That's a funny thought, though.
The Thinker, Tenenbaum, and Porter. Okay, all right.
I'm gonna play the Awoogas. I'm just gonna listen to the Awooga sound on repeat if I want to torture myself
You got
before I die.
ion laser burst ammo.
You're not gonna get DCMA for just singing a copywritten song. Yeah, I mean, But the Twitch is weird. It'll mute people if they're even a little bit close to the sound.
Yeah, just...
So that's like a thing. Will's gotten muted before, but that was also
that was from the Kingdom Hearts melody
from the
game.
Kingdom Hearts melody game. So those were actual like songs, but only part songs. So I don't know. I'm just saying, like, there's like an automatic, like, it's like a, what's it called? Algorithm. There's like an algorithm that'll just mute videos
Good stuff.
if it sounds close to the copyrighted material. I think there were some people who were getting like flagged for like real things that weren't even close to. Like some people were having like doing horror games or something, and there was like chanting in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like recorded for that. Okay, copyright laws are like super wild. YouTube also has its own algorithm and stuff.
YouTube is the worst. Well, a crazy person lives here. I actually have no idea where I should be going. If I should go down there, or because there's like stores and stuff down deep.
Oh, there it is. What's the thing you need?
Hey, watch this.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's the plasma. Okay,
Are we not going to discuss the burst cell? The what?
That's the thing I just used.
Oh, that?
That's the laser burst
yes,
cell.
we discussed it by watching it blow up a guy. It was really fun.
Yeah, don't worry, Lemon. I acknowledge that it's here because I've just used it twice. It's incredible.
Yeah, the DMC has an outdated, absurd piece of legislation. Yeah, it's really stupid. Like, our copyright laws are so wild here. They're, like, unreasonable.
Locating Porter.
Porter thinks his talking computer is harmless fun. It talks like a man. This is a simple toy? No. I have heard that Ryan is becoming paranoid about this Fontaine character. If Porter were implicated as a criminal, I would have the thinker to myself. As it was meant to be. Keep tinkering, Porter. Your time will come.
Racist bastard. A flick of the wrist, a vortex of destruction.
This seems, time-bending and
Clear a
dangerous.
room of clutter, or your enemies. Watch them try to resist the pull of Gravity Well.
The thinker knows what you're going to do with that, and it isn't happy.
Oh my god.
Over there!
Get back
a
here.
great
Hey,
sound.
stop moving.
You know what's hard is like we come back here to stream like and I'm always like, wow, I sure have nothing to talk about because we just sit inside all day and nothing happens. I mean, I guess I've got old stories, but I don't know. They come up when they do, I suppose. Ooh,
that's my bad.
Well, don't forget that he can blind you.
Yeah,
He basically has the same gun as you, I think. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, get him. One more. You gotta go to timeout, I guess. Did she just kill 2 children?
The next little
what?
sister you harvest or save will call up as a big sister to appear and hunt you down. Deal with the next little sister. Yeah, okay. Or were they midgets? Oh.
I like how the ads for plasmids used to be like, use incinerator for
Barbecues.
barbecues.
Let electroshock power your radio, but now they're not even trying. It's just become a monster and beat the shit out of passerbys.
In the Vortex video, yeah.
Oh, in the Vortex. No, they were two, like, adult-sized men. It's just that they were,
Chibified.
They were, like, cartoonified.
Yeah, basically. Turret situated.
Here's the angel.
How many? You gotta do 2. Is this your last girl, though?
Yes.
Great.
For this area, I guess. Might be for the whole thing.
I wonder
Who knows?
how many areas there are.
Probably not that many. I feel like we're just gonna be a Minerva's Den.
I wonder what this affects, because it made a lot of sense in the second game, like what this affected, and in the first 2. Because this affected Eleanor's like conscience.
Yeah. I think it's.
Nice. This is working well.
Yep.
It's going good. It's going good. Get your tower defense mode going.
Yep.
Yeah, I do think it's weird how in the ads they're not even trying anymore to like. You could use this for a practical reason. It's just be a superpowered crazy person.
Ow. That was hilarious.
It's very funny how they like flop about.
Yeah, it's also really funny when they get sent flying.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, what we're doing here is probably pretty bad. We're just killing a bunch of random crackheads, essentially. I mean,
kinda.
Am I wrong?
I mean, kinda right.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Tell me I'm wrong. I mean, it's... Splicing seems to do it worse to you.
Yes.
Really puts people out of their whole minds permanently. Pretty quickly.
Hey, I'm just doing my job. And these pencil necks ain't conducting themselves in a way that'll make it go easy for them. Mr. Ryan needs to keep an eye on what certain subversives got circulating in the archives. That's just the way it is. These pinkos think the bandits are just gonna play nice? Send their plans to the Central Council with a bow on top? When it comes to Mr. Ryan, you're either with him or you ain't. Get used to it.
Jojo, I like the idea of the of the excuse for the gravity ball being just like, it's a fidget spinner.
That's pretty funny. I'm making sure I've explored everything that I possibly can.
Stomp, stomp.
Yeah, I think I've
You got one more gather to do.
Yeah.
And then you can get through that door.
Yeah.
And hopefully they don't have to do any more little sister stuff.
Yeah, I think after this we get a prize from Tenenbaum.
Oh, okay.
The machine's prediction accounts for your every act. Until you reach the Thinker's core, the equation simply ends. I will not let such an error come to pass.
It just ends when you get to the core. Maybe because you take it.
I choose to die. You'll make
Man, I could really use a Tommy
So
gun.
weird. It can predict everything you do up until this point where it just says, I don't know. I wonder why.
It's probably because it's not
Because it
perfect.
gets unplugged and you take it with you. Because you're gonna get it.
look at it with all your eyes.
I just keep laughing to myself every time I hear the Spider Slicers talk, because it's Yuri Lowenthal.
Right, that's pretty funny.
It's just like such an iconic voice actor.
Right.
And he's these generic fucking enemies. It's hilarious.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah. It's really funny to me, especially because it sounds a lot like his voice they uses for Neil from Camp Camp.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is a Rooster Teeth animated series. It's pretty funny. Unfortunately, it's been not canceled, but it's not ongoing anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's also in Ruby, another Rooster Teeth animated series.
Equipment. Smart.
Dirty
Stop duping it for yourself.
Thank you,
Weigh
Ion
my
Laser.
options.
Don't touch me!
Ooh. Well, she almost died.
Unzip him, Daddy!
Jesus Christ.
We'll get him, sweetheart. Don't worry.
Over there.
Tippy top, almost
You.
X his eyes! X his eyes!
X his eyes. Oh, I get it. They can have kids drawing. Maybe you should fish something else.
I'm always safe with Dad.
Keep forgetting they have
Yes.
Gravity Well equipped. They're gonna have Electroshock on, and boy, it's a different result than what I expect.
Oh, the vent's nearby. Where is it?
There we
Oh,
go.
there it is.
Give me like
Okay.
2 seconds, actually, because
What? Why?
because a big sister is gonna come.
Oh. Right.
Yeah. Let me just buy these. Okay.
Does the AOT manga have to wait a year like the anime? AOT.
Attack on
Attack on
Titan.
Titan. Oh, yeah.
Depends on what you mean by that. Because the manga is ending next month. April 9th, the final chapter is gonna come out. Like, it's almost done. It's basically done. The chapter is finished. The editor came out and was like, yeah, the chapter's done. So, you know. Come check it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we'll fight a big sister.
Oh,
Be on our way.
there's the letter Sigma on his hand.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, me neither.
Thank you.
Alright, hopefully
You're
she comes to attack me
welcome.
here. Yeah, I know. Oh, I got a present at the Gatherer's Garden.
Here she comes.
Yeah, let me just...
Oh, here she comes. Watch out, Will. She's got a gun.
Gonna put one in each corner.
Oh, here she comes. She's a
Right.
dad eater.
Look out that ion
She's
laser.
a dad eater. That made me cry. JoJo's wondering, thought they heard there's a second part that comes out next year, or was that an April Fool's joke?
There is going to be a second part to the final season. Yeah. But, yeah. But as far as I know, no, there's not going to be like a new Attack on Titan manga.
So it's just the anime that's having a...
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just the anime, because the manga's like about done. It's...
Yeah, the manga is gonna end next month. Or this month. Next week, I should say. Next week.
Because the manga is like super, like, further than the anime. I feel like the gravity well would work really well with those traps.
Stupid machine.
Yeah.
Figures.
You really can set up a perimeter. Yeah.
Come on.
I'm not waiting a whole year. I'm just gonna read it. That's what I would do, JoJo. I hate being held in suspense for too long.
Yeah, I would just read it.
I'm gonna start reading the Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh god.
one soon. Beach hot spring. Attack on Titan OVA. That'd be pretty great. It's just a bunch of Titans in a hot spring.
I would watch that.
And they're all like, no, none of them can speak, so it's like a, they don't even have to hire voice actors. They just have one guy grunting or something.
Yeah, pretty much. I would watch the crap out of that. That sounds awesome.
Someone should make that as a fan video. That'd be pretty animation or something. Pretty funny. Then you get to see them at the beach and they're all wearing bikinis. Honestly, it's an improvement over just being fully naked all the time. It's disgusting. I don't think that laser works very good on that guy.
No, it doesn't. Hang on, let me... Yeah, the rocket spear does that.
It just makes me laugh. This whole thing makes me laugh.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Oh, he mad though.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God! Stop punching me. What I ever do to you?
Yes, sir.
Is he talking to the wall?
He was healing.
I didn't know they could do that.
Yeah, I noticed it last part.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna
weird.
go back this way because I remember there was a Gatter's garden back this way. I should go pick up. I want to go pick up the prize.
Oh, I'm kind of out of the camera. I just realized I was sort of leaning.
Let's see if I can find that Gatherer's garden. I think it was back here.
Yep, there it is. Congratulations, little sister said. Here, have a teddy bear.
Proud parent, $80 and 100 atom. Yeah.
Nice.
No one is supposed to be here.
You're not supposed to be here.
Okay, I got all the little sisters in this area. What should we buy? We can get Electrobolt 2, we can get Insect Swarm, we can get Winter Blast.
There's an Attack on Titan spin-off anime called Attack on Titan Junior High.
I've heard of that. It's hilarious from what I've seen.
It's a parody.
Yeah, it's a parody.
Oh, I like that. That show needs a parody. It's so like dark.
It takes itself way too seriously.
I think that's what's funny about having a parody for it. Like you can really milk that. It's very, very funny. I bet it's great.
I love Insect Swarm so much.
It's on Netflix and Crunchyroll. Ooh.
Yeah.
I've only seen like the first season, and then I read a little bit of it, but I didn't love it, so I didn't finish it. It just wasn't my thing.
Yeah, I've kept up with the manga as it's come out. It's good, and I definitely think what a lot of people have been saying is true. It's going to as the anime has become a modern classic. And it's probably the anime that's going to define one of the biggest anime that's going to define this specific generation. You know?
Well, it's kind of the thing that got a lot of people, like new people, into anime.
Exactly.
Or the original first season, because it was just so wild. People were like, "Oh God, I have to know about this."
And then it disappeared for several years.
America finally got caught up on meme culture. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that disappeared for a few years, and then it came back, and it came back swinging.
I know. I'm not super interested in it, but I think it's great that like so many people enjoy it and really like it.
I'm excited to see how it ends, because the last chapter that came out was crazy. I mean, a lot of the last few chapters have been crazy. I know you hate it, but help me find the Circus of Values, because I need...
No,
kids.
I will not ever help you find a Circus of Value.
Oh, there it is.
Turn around! Turn around!
I need health kits.
No, you don't need them.
Yes, I do. Why you? Oh, right, I'm going down here.
Capitalist pig. Feeding into the circus of value.
We'll go down here, and we'll use... I feel like Attack on Titan did what one generation of weebs, what Full Metal Alchemist did to the previous. Yes, that is a very apt describer.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably
Up and over, friend.
pretty much
Once
the
you
gist
toss
of
that
it.
gravity well over the divider, the suction will do the rest.
Oh, yeah, throw it over the divider.
Oh, because that's what I'm turning off.
Why couldn't you just climb up
Bingo.
there?
That's the way.
It's not that
We're
far.
one
It's not that
step
hard to climb.
closer to getting the Thinker's
You do
blueprint out
realize
of
I'm
Rapture.
wearing like
Head down the lift to
50 tons of
operations.
armor, right?
You could stack a box. There's furniture to stack.
Alright, we're going to
and
operations
bodies.
now. But yeah, no, Attack on Titan is kind of this generation's a Full Metal Alchemist or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I 100% agree with that. Like I said, it's the modern classic. Like, it's weird to think of anime like Full Metal Alchemist and Gurren Lagann as old, because those are considered classics, or stuff like that, or Cowboy Bebop, or because those are like the classics from the previous generations. I'm watching an episode length, an EP length of the Promised Neverland manga, then watching an EP, and it's like a completely different thing.
The TPN manga?
Promised Neverland.
Yes. The manga is totally different.
Well, from the second
season of
we don't talk about the second season.
the second season of Promised Neverland basically betrayed the entire
the machine.
Betrayed everyone by like rushing through and just ending real quick and skipping over like 5 or 6 arcs.
I'm upset.
We
didn't get to see some of the coolest
end of the series.
We didn't get to see some of the coolest areas in the whole series.
They deleted a bunch of characters.
Visitors to Minerva's Den are reminded that the operations wing of Rapture Central Computing is strictly off limits.
Yeah, I highly recommend the manga, but the second season of the anime is pretty much garbage.
Start from like...
It really like came as a shock to me because I was like, why didn't they just adapt it as it's supposed to be adapted?
Fresh water.
And instead they adapted it so they could just finish it in one season, which it needed like 2 or 3 more seasons to finish the entire story.
Yeah, I would start at like chapter 50 or so. That's not long.
Yeah, the manga is the original source material for the anime, so everything is good in the manga.
You show such loyalty to a proven traitor. What is Porter to you? A convenient excuse to disrupt my work? Or something more? I am curious, I must admit. But not enough to let you live.
Yeah, why is Sigma doing all this?
Yeah, what is Sigma's skin in the game? Have you just been reprogrammed by Tenenbaum to do her dirty work?
I doubt
That seems like to be the case to me. Likely to be the case to me.
that's possible. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, Jesus!
Of course, if you were programmed by Tenenbaum, you think she'd just program you to save those sisters regardless.
That should be able to get us the hell out of Rapture, but we can't launch just yet. First, we'll need to reprogram a signal beacon. That nutcase Lamb's got the city on lockdown, but a hacked beacon should keep her torpedoes at bay. See what you can find.
Oh, right, because those 2 people tried to escape and then their bathysphere got shut down.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
After some searching, I made contact with Charles Milton Porter in Minerva's Den. A productive exchange. Clearly, Rapture is no place to continue my research. But Porter says that if he can find a way to return to the surface along with the programming for his mainframe, we could then rebuild the machine and work together towards the cure. I have located an Alpha series to assist him, subject Sigma. I must return to the surface. If Sigma is successful in Minerva's Den, then the cure for Adam's curse is on its way.
Okay,
it is
so
only
yeah.
a matter of time.
They're all in the manga, right? I watched like 10 chapters today. Okay.
Welcome to the circus of value.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier.
Okay, sorry, I'm lost because I'm trying to play a game. I don't know where I should be going.
You get really sucked into the game. You have a hard time juggling chat in the game.
It's hard. Well,
but
in
I
a
don't
game
pay,
like this,
I don't pay enough attention.
In a
so
game like
there's
this, you have to pay a lot of attention to stuff. Okay, I can't go this way, so I gotta go to one of the 2 ring places.
I have no idea where you're supposed to go. Or what you're even supposed to be doing.
Let's try the airlock first.
The seafloor outside Minerva's den is a machine graveyard. With a little luck, you should find the beacon we need out there.
I must keep an eye on Porter and his thinking machine. There's more than one way to muscle out a rival, and I suspect that Fontaine is vying for market dominance in computing now as well. Each hour that contraption spends crunching genetic code for Fontaine brings my city one step closer to dissolution. And if Porter should begin dancing to that hoodlum's tune, well, the machine is a marvel, invaluable. The man may prove obsolete.
If the machine do things, we don't need man to do things. That's like the funniest thing about all those sci-fi situations are always like, oh, the machines replace all people and everything's automated now, and so we don't even need people. I'm like, okay, no, now you need people to do, now you need more high-skilled labor. We're seeing it right now. We're like, we actually do need more high-skilled labor. There's a huge gap in like tech. That's why there's so many like coding boot camps and stuff to like try to entice people to get into tech, because there's a huge shortage in a lot of cities for those kinds of jobs and those people, because we weren't prepared to like get here where we are now. So it's kind of like you need people to like design and to engineer, and you can't replace that with an AI. We're never gonna be able to have an AI that's exactly the same as a person.
Extra strength, yes. I see more now. One mind, doing the work of 2, 10, with the help of the Thinker, 1,000. The machine spoke, Ryan listened, and finally, I have the Thinker all to myself. Goodbye, old friend. Don't worry. You leave your creation in capable hands.
I just think it's very unlikely that we'd ever create a machine that could have the same capabilities of a person. I don't know. I just don't think people can do it. That's my opinion on the matter. Not in our lifetimes. Not in this, the time we have left on this earth as a species.
Well, its name is Dallas.
With all the technology we have now, we still have like almost zero idea how the brain works.
Yep. It's disappointing, isn't it?
I mean, we kind of know how it works, but we don't really know why it works, if that makes sense. Like why it does the things it does.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. Like we can see all the synapses firing, but like we can't replicate it. It's like when people are like, oh, this area lights up when you do this, and it's like, well, sure, but a bunch of other areas light up simultaneously in like split second. Like, you know, your brain is lighting up constantly. So like, that seems not a great judge of like what's doing what to me.
Who left us?
Made me do it.
Resign.
Hey, Felix. I hear Porter is really happy about the new trajectory calculation routine. You know, the one that we worked on for 6 months? The one you took all the credit for? Oh, that reminds me. If you're looking for the key to your brand new office, you might want to check in the Circus of Values down the hall. Hope you brought your milk money, asshole.
Okay, so there's a Circus of Values that has a key. Interesting.
Some of the boys in the code pit whipped up a real doozy of an entertainment. Monitor screen hooked into a sort of tiny airplane cockpit, yeah? And that's swell, because what shows up on screen is an X, that's you, and a bunch of O's, like a Spitfire surrounded by a squadron of Jap Zeros. You fly your little X around and shoot them down one after another. The wall caught us at it one night, called it a waste of time. I don't know. On balance, ain't it better to change what's on a screen than just stare at it?
They invented video games.
That's pretty funny.
They invented video games because they were bored. And they were like, ah, what a waste of time.
Well, we got that guy's office key.
That
Hell
sucks about your
yeah.
claw deck, Gray. I'm sorry your claw deck didn't work out.
No.
Ugh, the elites on Act 3 are so hardcore.
I have a question about this expense report.
Okay, this was a totally optional area to be in, but that's okay.
Is it?
Yeah. But look what I found. Oh, I can go in this guy's office now. Cool.
What did you find?
The machine gun.
Oh, right. I wonder how much longer we have. I know you kind of wasted a lot of time at the beginning wandering around not knowing what we were doing. So we probably extended the runtime on this game by quite a bit.
Yeah.
We make it all run. The brains in those bots and cameras, that's us. Automatic bathysphere navigation, calculating genetic probabilities for new plasmids, hell, regulating water pressure so this place ain't a fish tank. It's all Rapture Central Computing. Not that we get the recognition. Funny thing about living in the city tomorrow, everybody takes it for granted.
Yeah, that tracks.
The technology of Minerva's Den keeps Rapture running smoothly. Unauthorized tampering with computer equipment is a punishable offense.
No tampering allowed.
Baby, I got it. This is good.
Well, he just went through the door.
Oh, gravity.
I
What's the
tried
gravity
it, didn't
door?
work.
Oh, right, you have to get on the other side of it.
Ah, here we go.
There you go. Yay!
There we go.
You're in.
There's that slicer that like spliced through in here.
Yeah, you might as well just use all your automatic hack tools. It's not like you're gonna need to save them.
Yeah.
Yeah, just some ammo and
Okay,
stuff.
I think we're good here.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go out to the airlock. Oh shit.
Coming for you. Will and I have been having a lot of fun playing Monster Hunter recently, which, you know, we played a little last night, but we're gonna get a cord to fix the issue where he can't hear the Discord.
It's coming in tomorrow.
While he plays. We've got so many, like, cords down here that are just workarounds for all kinds of issues. Because, We have splitters for that so we can hear the game, and also so the Elgato can pick up the audio. We've got splitters for everything. Like, it's wild. We've got splitters for our earphone jack so we can plug into one jack.
Hello?
There's a lot of nonsense to deal with when you're dealing with like 2 people, let alone 1 person.
Yep.
On stream. So it's kind of a rough setup.
If you could see all the stupid wires that we have.
Oh yeah, the Switch is like literally on the ground because it's not that there isn't really room for it. There's room for it. It's just that it's like easier to plug everything in down there.
Yep.
You should really get like a little like thing for it to rest on down there, like a little little ottoman or something. Little stool maybe. I don't know. Needs something. Okay, so what are we doing now? I'm lost again.
We're gonna go find a bathysphere.
I think, didn't we need like a key though? That guy, the key the guy was talking about?
That was for getting something, I think
extra?
was extra, yeah.
Extra, read all about it. Will place BioShock DLC.
We'll probably have to go back there, but like, I just wanted to get some stuff anyway.
Ooh, love the water curtain. Feels like a beaded curtain. Feels fancy. I am disappointed there's way less tube content in this one.
Yeah, but the hacking is a little bit easier. So
yeah, the hacking in the first game made you freak out. You were like, ah. It's stressful. Ooh, that guy is electrocuting
Some damn
for a
fool
while.
stuck his finger in the socket. To get out through the airlock, you'll have to break the circuit somehow.
He stuck his finger in the socket. Just shoot him.
What an idiot.
Just kill him.
Oh, I guess I could. Let me just... That's not doing anything.
Really? I guess he's already dead. He's just stuck there as like a circuit. Oh yeah, use the gravity. Did that work? Yeah. Puzzles. That's kind of a good puzzle. That guy just stuck his finger in the socket because of reasons.
What an idiot.
There's like a tape.
Yeah, I saw it. I was looking for it.
I figured out how to reprogram a bathysphere signal beacon to scramble Lamb's torpedoes. But I need access to a bathysphere, and Porter's got the only one in the den locked away at his private dock. Son of a bitch, why doesn't he open up?
Oh. She made it, and then he wouldn't let her fucking leave.
Look for
What
a
an
downed
asshole.
bathysphere. They each had a signal beacon we could use.
You should have let her in. That's such what a dick. Porter's a dick.
Isn't everyone
He
a
could
dick
have
in
left
this?
forever ago.
Maybe Porter couldn't.
He doesn't want to leave his precious thinky bot.
Yeah, who knows?
What's the shinies? I hear the shiny now.
I hear it, but I don't know where it is.
Yeah.
Look, a shark.
Shark. I miss the whale.
Ah. I miss the whale too.
It's probably on the other side of this rock enclosure. Whale noises.
That was, honest to God, one of my favorite parts of the first BioShock.
It looked at him funny.
Make yourself at home, Sigma. Soon you also will be rusting here among the trash, used up by Porter and tossed on the heap.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Won't we all?
I will say the difference between people like your constant guides, like the difference between like people like Sinclair and Porter, and then someone like Atlas, who's just a dick. I will say, at least Porter and Sinclair are honest about their intentions. Like Sinclair...
That does seem to be the theme.
Yes, and at the very least, like, Sinclair never betrayed you.
Oh, there it is. There's
yeah, I see it. Sinclair never betrayed you. He was turned into converted into a Big Daddy, and that was it.
Poe's in the castle, so he might not be very happy about me pulling him out. I'll go find Gally real quick.
That'll do the trick. Take the beacon to the master input console in the programming wing. That paranoid bastard Wall had it installed in his office.
Oh.
Surprise, Sigma!
Oh, there's a rocket launcher waiting for me. Fun. Fun shit. It's Gally, everybody. It's Gally. He thought this was gonna hurt me. Oh shit. Didn't see that one!
He might just sit up there now.
Yep.
Yes, Gally is very pretty. He's a very pretty cat. He is a handsome dumbass. You can always see Poe after he deplanes.
Unauthorized tampering with computer equipment.
Yeah, you'll see him leave his castle, probably. Kelly's just like, I guess I'm here now. In the background. He's like, I guess I'm up here. He probably would be sleeping up there if I had actually washed his blanket like I was going to, instead of throwing it on top of the washing machine.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We were supposed to do that.
Yeah, I forgot to.
Hey, look.
Oh, another sister. Are you in a new area, technically?
Yeah.
I guess you are, because you walked through the underwater to get here.
Yeah.
Man, I was kind of hoping we were done with
we took that
sister
elevator
stuff.
earlier, remember?
Yeah, right. Kind of hoping we'd be done with little sister stuff, not gonna lie. Are there multiple endings to the DLC, or is it kind of whatever?
What's that?
Are there multiple endings to the DLC?
I don't think so, but I think...
I'll look it up. Otherwise, like, what's the point of, you know, saving them or whatever?
I mean, I'm gonna save them regardless, because it's like, eh. I get better stuff if I save them, you know?
Yeah, there's only one ending, so you can do whatever you want. You don't have to do anything with the little sisters. You can just, like, leave them alone.
Yeah, but it'll probably make the rest of the game easier if I help them.
You'll be able to buy more plasmids, I guess.
Yeah. Not to mention, like, the little sister stuff is easier in this mode.
Yeah, I would probably just kill him because I'm impatient.
Well, I'm gonna save him because I am, you know.
Because you're nice.
Pretty much.
Now Gally's taking a bath up top there. Oh, he's gonna lay down. Handsome boy. You put a picture of Maggie on Discord. Oh, I'm gonna look at it. I wanna see Maggie. She's so cute. Big fluffy baby. Oh my god, that's a really good picture. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, Maggie. I love her. She's a sweet baby. This seems to be going well. I don't know. I just get bored watching you do this, to be honest.
Yeah, it's okay.
I just wanna like, I just wanna move forward. I just wanna get to the end. I guess it's a matter of preference. I would murder the girl to get to the end faster though. I have no moral obligation to save her. I'm evil. I also haven't seen what it looks like if you kill him, so I kind of want to see what it looks like.
I don't, because I feel like it's going to be traumatizing.
Bleh.
He's nicer than other dads.
I want to see it.
Not today.
You never let me do what I want.
Listen, I'm the one playing the game, so...
But what if I played and I killed her?
Then that's fine. You're the one that was playing the game.
She's a menace and a terror, but I caught her in a moment of weakness. Oh, she's fine. She's like all cats, a little dumb and messy. You know, Poe spilled a whole glass of water today because he just doesn't know how to walk. You know, he's bad at it.
Okay, kid, do your thing.
Angels remember, so we remember.
I also hate waiting. I relate to that guy. I wonder how much of this game is left. I'm gonna keep saying that until the game ends. I think the AI thing is kind of fascinating, but I don't know, you kind of hyped me up for this. I was kind of expecting more.
Who? Wait, I hyped you up on this?
Yeah.
I was just telling you what I heard.
Yeah, you hyped me up, Will. Told me it was one of the best DLC ever made.
That's just what I had heard. You're taking my word that's based off of someone else's word.
Well, it's what you told me. I don't know yet. I'm not wowed yet. Don't know what to think yet. I bet there's some big twist at the end or something.
Oh, no, that's exactly what I'm expecting.
I guess that's why you are collecting a bunch of Adam whenever you use them to collect Adam for you.
Yes, that is...
I guess you get more, question mark?
You get more in the end, because if you save 3 at a time, then Tenenbaum rewards you.
Sleepy time is here.
Oh, she's tired. Put her away.
That's what I'm doing.
Go take your nap. Get in your hole, girl. Go to your closet. She's gonna go sleep in a vent.
Yep.
Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. Why did they curtsy?
I don't know, it's the 60s.
Nobody curtsied in the 60s.
Maybe not.
I read to you now from the machine's prediction. Sigma enters Minerva's den. Encounters hostility.
Yeah.
Sigma enters Wall's chambers. You see, the Thinker has chosen me. It does not care what I once did.
What did you once do?
Who knows? Oh.
It knows. Doesn't care that I killed a bunch of people. Haha, the Thinker loves me anyway. It chose me. I'm the Thinker's chosen one. Yeah, there you go, there you go. Man, this is like one hell of an office. You get little ocean views in the ceiling. That's nice. You got the Thinker telling you what to do and making all your decisions for you, which is a person with anxiety and who hates decision making. Kind of sounds nice to me. I don't know. And then you got lovely floor art, like chalk art on the floor.
got a racist ammo machine.
Yeah, you got your own vending machine. Got a tiny, tiny bicycle. Go, Will, turn around. You've got the world's smallest bicycle.
You don't know what that's about.
You've got the world's smallest bicycle in case your pet rat wants to go for a spin.
There's a lot of cola in here. What's this?
Ah, yes, fake math. Or real math pulled out of context. It's probably more likely. Books.
Adam makes it hard to sleep, forgetting things lately. So this is an emergency reminder for the code to my private storage area. I won't record the number, but remember, just look at the 4 groups of books on the shelf. And the sequence is obvious.
Oh, go back to his bookshelf.
That's over here, right?
Yeah. Other titles?
2, 3, 4, 1.
And then 6 for the bicycle. I don't know why, it's just the vibe I get.
Okay.
The world's smallest bicycle.
2, 3, 4, 1.
Yeah, the cola is for the caffeine, to be sure. You do know mathematicians, like literally know them. Yeah. And R1. Of a sort.
What did that... Oh.
Oh, it opened the...
Oh, the bookcase.
Of course it's behind the bookcase. But what happened to the tiny
Tenenbaum,
bicycle?
Adam.
Oh,
Lord.
He killed the bicycle. He killed it.
Wall.
Will, he killed the bicycle. You're so... You never respond.
I'm very overstimulated right now, to be fair.
I just want you to be concerned about the bicycle with me.
I am, I guess. Ooh, solid slug ammo. Shotgun ammo. Sweet.
He's not.
Great. What's this? Ant hack beacon. We did it.
Good. It's all hooked up. I can run the hack sequence from here. Just 1 minute.
Yeah, they sure are using sequence very loosely for a bunch of mathematicians. I agree.
Retrieve the hacked signal beacon. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, go back.
I was not done.
You're not done. You have to retrieve the tiny bicycle. You've got to find it, Will. Souvenir.
That should do it. I hope. If the hack turned out right, you are now the proud owner of 1 homemade signal jammer.
Neat.
I'm gonna think about that bicycle for the rest of my life.
Porter worries you with Sophia Lamb's torpedoes? Ha! He fills your head with foolish visions of freedom. I can provide you more immediate concerns.
Let me provide you with visions of Splicer Plum Fairies.
Ow! Fuck me.
Oops. Rescue me, Sir Bubbles.
Sorry, man.
It's taking a while.
Oh,
you watched the Godzilla movie? Oh, was it good? Yeah. That's great.
Headshot.
Yeah, I've been thinking about watching it because I think it sounds pretty fun. I like watch big monster fight each other. But I'm waiting to kind of hear my friends' review because they're like a huge Godzilla
they're like
fan.
big monster movie people.
Yeah, our friend is like this giant Godzilla fan, so I'm just wondering what they think about it. Just curious. I want to know what they say. Because they might say, oh, it was okay, or it was good, but they might say, oh, it was the best Godzilla movie ever, too. And then I'll have 2 good reviews.
Over there.
So I definitely want to get all those recommendations.
Hey, look, a tape. Now we met.
Continuing input of audio data into the Thinker's database. Subject, Pearl Porter.
I want to tell the recorder how we met, Milton.
Okay, sure.
I was working in my family's diner. School was starting for the fall. And one morning, in walks this college boy. Clean cut. First thing I noticed was his eyes. He sat down and ordered bacon, eggs, and coffee. He was shy, but we talked a little off and on. He came in every single morning for breakfast and ordered the same thing.
Every morning.
I told my mama, that boy must really love your cooking. She said, he isn't coming in for the food, honey. He's coming in for you. A year later, we were married.
Aww.
That's kind of cute. That's wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, 60% monster and 40% human attached should be. Even a higher percentage of monster would be better. I think monster movies are ruined by not having enough monster, and they focus too much on the people in the story. We want more monsters. The whole point of the movie is to watch monsters fight, not watch people talk about the monsters fight, you know?
That's the problem with the Michael Bay Transformers movies.
That is the problem with those. Poignant. Oh, yeah. This is very cute. Just like coming in every day, just so I could talk to her. Be shy.
Yeah.
Daddy's mad and you'll be sorry.
Hey, little girl, remember when I killed your old daddy and stole you from him? That was funny. The way they're just like, the way they like scream continuously for far too long really gets me. You know, it's just so, it's so unconvincing in the best way.
Yeah.
You always save me from monsters.
Alright, we're getting away from here because that is noisy as fuck.
Yeah, I don't like all the noises.
All the weird computer noises.
It's like dial up in here.
I mean...
Get off the phone, little Jimmy! I'm trying to use the thinker.
We're a little far from dial-up, I think.
Yeah.
A few
there
decades.
are video games, though.
What's that?
There were video games, though.
Yeah, that was funny.
I thought that was pretty funny. Especially considering it's like, ah, what a waste of time making those video games. Like, haha, this is a video game. That's the joke.
Commentary.
Anyway. Okay, little girl, you do your thing. How many more little girls are there since the last one?
There's one more.
Ew. Can you just kill the last one?
No.
Nobody will know.
Everyone watching this will know.
No, no one will know. How will they know? How will they know?
There's video evidence.
But like besides that,
Daddy's giving you stores and parties.
what if I killed her for you? Would that make you feel better? You just really don't want me to kill the children. I don't understand it.
It's my playthrough, so Jesus Christ. I hate these guys.
You're in
for it
It's like watching clothes spin in a washing machine. That's what that was like. It's very relaxing.
Dad, I'm telling the other girls that I have the best daddy.
And she has the best daddy.
I think I remember I have a bunch of other ammo types that I should be using. I remember.
Oh.
Yeah. There we go. Go home now. Now we go through here.
It'll be kind of nice to take a break from this, I think, after
So far, so good.
it's done.
I can feel the sunlight already. Now we just print out the machine code from the Thinker's central processor so I can take it to the surface and start to rebuild. Computer core access is at the far end of ops.
Okay, so we gotta find computer core.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're doing a lot of work for this guy. He's definitely not gonna let us out of here. He's totally gonna leave us behind.
Maybe.
He's gonna take the thinker and run. Go on, take the thinker and run. Got this little AI.
But like we're
it's got an
prepared,
AI in
we're
his
prepared for
pocket.
that at this point, you know?
Yeah.
Where's the freaking ammo store?
What you think I was slugging one?
What would Rapture be like without automation? From self-opening doors to pneumatic deliveries, Rapture's central computing keeps life running smoothly.
I like how they're like, no one knows that we keep life running smoothly down here. And then there's like this announcement that happens like every 5 minutes. It says, don't forget, we keep things running smoothly around here. Like, I think they know. They just don't appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that just human nature to like know that a lot of people put in work to make something work and just disregard that and just like take advantage of something?
Yep.
Like, I don't really understand how airplanes work. They're kind of just magic or whatever. And if I think about it too hard, I get a little freaked out about it. Like, this is hubris, to be sure. Like, man was not meant to fly. But, you know, I get on the plane anyway. I just take it for advantage.
Yep.
And all the systems that go into making it run smoothly and run on time. Like, we always, people as our nature to just complain about anything that's ever running late. Like, we have, if our expectations aren't met, we get so upset. Especially when it's outside of our control. People like being able to control when things are gonna happen. Or some people don't, I guess, because like I said, I like it when things kind of like take care of themselves, because I don't like making decisions about it too much. But that hardly ever happens. Usually I have to. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
God. Damn.
That's a way to go, sir. That's a way to go. Oh, and it's yours now. Hey,
Fuck
thanks
yeah,
for holding
it
that
is.
for us.
Holy
You're like having a bad time, like, oh, that's so dark, and I'm just like, oh yeah, nice. It's gonna be warm. Kept it warm for you.
Where's this go?
I don't know. Where does it go?
Remember to renew your identification badge on the first of every month.
I don't think you're supposed to be down here yet.
Probably not.
Yeah, I would just go back.
Yep. Well, let me see if there's a tape down here. Because this area looks very small.
I think it's bigger once you get out to the hallway here, maybe.
Nope, it's pretty small.
Oh. Oh.
Well, we'll just take that.
We'll just take that and go then.
Now you're cooking.
Now you're literally cooking. Oh, I get it. They all have the fire plasmid too.
Yes.
How to make a hated movie better? Lego-fy it. I agree, actually. If we just Lego-fied all bad movies, they'd be better. Just turn it into claymation for no reason or something, you know? Whatever works. I gotta say though, some movies are so bad, they're kind of irreparable. Like, either have movies that are so bad they're fun to make fun of, or they're so bad that you fall asleep and you can't make it through the whole movie. There's definitely a line there that has to be crossed. Or not crossed. One of those two things. Even better Muppets. Yes, replace everything with Muppets. That really makes it. You've thought about streaming Goose Game? Oh, I love Goose Game.
That could be fun.
No, it could be fun. I enjoy it.
Okay, so yeah, that was the only thing down here. I'm happy with this.
Yeah.
Incinerate is going to come in handy because there's been so much oil around us.
Did you get all the little sisters? Or is there still one more?
There's one more.
Oh, that's that optional thing.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about it.
Well, it doesn't matter if you do it or not because only one ending. It's kind of what's funny about this one is that all the other ones have been about choice, and they release DLC where it doesn't even matter what you do. It's a little strange.
I think the DLC is more about enhancing the story than anything.
And it does. It does a good job doing that, at least.
Yeah.
Where
does it want me to?
Gameplay is still a little repetitive for me, but that's why I would probably just kill everything.
No, that's fair. And you complain about me killing everything.
No, I just point out how funny it is.
It's not your time to enter the core. Not just yet.
When is it my turn? Is there a line?
Wall, you son of a bitch. He's cranked the Thinker's coolant system into overdrive. You're frozen out of the core.
Thinking ahead.
Head to climate control and manually reset the turbine to defrost this mess. It's the only way we're going to make it to the Thinker.
Can you not just use your Okay, I thought maybe you actually got your plasmid early and you were fine.
No, it's not gonna be enough.
That's stupid.
It's way too cold.
I gotta backtrack again. Bye, lady. She just jumped off.
That was pretty funny.
Oh, that. Okay, we needed that to get in here. I see. Remember that hat? I miss that hat.
I miss that hat too. It was pretty funny.
Open up, door!
Brutal.
Ouch.
Rapture is at war, Porter. And you have cast your lot with the enemy. Your concerned associates provided me with a recording of your own voice, swearing loyalty to Fontaine and his gangsters. Evidence of treason. My men are already on their way. The Thinker no longer needs you. Take pride in that. Mr. Wall is qualified to ensure that it is used in the city's best interest. Eventually, a man's dream exceeds him, and his work becomes his legacy. For you, Charles, that hour has come.
I love how Ryan is constantly like, he's still there. He's still kicking.
Houdini splicer. Holy shit.
That's wild.
That scared me.
That was spooky. What was I gonna say? Yeah, oh yeah, great. I was gonna read your comment or whatever. Yeah, so yeah, we're all spoiled about Goose Game because we've all played it. It'd be nice if you could play it with someone who'd never seen it before. We've all seen it. Even Maya's seen it. Wish I could think of somebody, but I really can't. Oh yeah, Walt definitely backstabbed Porter and deepfaked the Pledge of Allegiance to Fontaine. Yeah, he totally did that. Porter would never pledge his allegiance to anybody.
Yeah, they actually made a we saw a video earlier, or a tape earlier, where Wall specifically
talked about doing this.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I guess I missed it, but yeah. Wasn't there a tape back there?
Yeah, but we can't get to it yet.
Okay.
We have to go around.
I thought maybe you could just use like psychic powers or something. I guess you can't really move those.
No, it was behind a window.
Oh, you can destroy the vacuum. Why does destroying the vacuum help? Who does that help?
It's just an optional goal.
Why?
I don't know.
What is it? Why though? Why is it a goal? What does it do for us?
Maybe you just get like it's just a side quest.
Do you like get something for it?
Probably. I just haven't been doing it because I keep forgetting about it. Because it's a side quest.
Yeah.
It is not necessary to complete the story.
Right.
It's just supplemental content.
You like strange questions, right? Well, Luigi, you are the best at strange questions, so go ahead. I like strange questions. I think they're interesting. What does that mean? Like, there's just an anime girl, like, come to life who's 2D animated in your house?
She is under 18.
Like, a child? Okay. I would be kind of horrified, because why is there an anime in real life? You know what I mean? Like, why is there a little 2D
why
person?
Is there a tiny anime girl?
How did 2D collide with 3D in this way? There'd be a lot of, like, you know, existential questions. That's for sure.
Kaylee,
Multiverse theory and all that. Mine, property of Reed Wall. Don't do. This is my OC. Do not steal.
It's fine now. All right, here's the tape.
Continuing input of audio data into the Thinker's database. Subject: Pearl Porter.
Hey, Milton. I'm recording this on the 6th straight day since you were home last. I know your work is important to the war effort, but you're not even allowed to tell me what you're working on, and that's so frustrating. London is a beautiful city, but it isn't home. I hope I'll see you soon, Milton.
Ending input.
Oh, I think that's when she died.
Ooh, yeah, she probably recorded that before she died during the
Bombing.
big scary
During
bombing.
the Blitz.
What movie would you say has a very dark ending? Dark ending. Oh, most horror films have a dark ending. Almost everybody dies.
Okay, if this is a splicer in disguise, that's really clever.
Nope.
I didn't think it was, but that would have been really cool if it was.
Oh, you gotta throw the gravity ball over the fence. Put in Old Man Jenkins' yard. Don't talk to it. You don't need the ammo, Will. You don't need it. You don't need the circus. Look, I gave you a free thing. Don't click on it. No. I don't want to go to the circus. That's for a specific movie with a super dark ending. I don't know. I can think of a lot of horror films.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
The Saw movies.
In Cabin in the Woods, the whole world ends.
Woof. Spoilers if you haven't seen Cabin in the Woods.
Blair Witch. Oh, yeah. That does have a very dark ending.
Hands off the equipment.
Why'd they put baby in the corner? Why?
Damage immunity upgrade, deflects damage from your own rockets. Sweet.
What's that one Harry Potter movie where Dumbledore dies? That's pretty dark.
Half-Blood Prince.
Yeah. Dark ending.
Yeah.
Sigma, the main cooling turbine is in overdrive. The controls should be down below.
What? Regarding any irregularities discovered in the mainframe's processes.
Strange
Didn't have a little sister. Didn't have a little sister. I made a mistake. Made a mistake.
Yeah, now you gotta kill him. You gotta put him down.
Or just run.
Or just run. You have to go that way.
Come out.
Is that a phone ringing? Oh, it's Poe's
It's Poe's alarm.
Hold on, guys. Poe's alarm is going off. I gotta go give my diabetic cat his insulin.
Yep. Sorry about that. I forgot.
Oh, little diabetic boy.
Yeah.
He's in the castle. Get him out somehow.
Die, you! Die! Die!
The irony of my predictive equation is that it sometimes requires blind faith. I see the individual elements crashing against each other, and the urgency of what I must do to maintain my part in the plan is clear. But I cannot always see just why. An Alpha series is headed to Minerva's den, subject Sigma, and the equation states that if he reaches the computer core, catastrophe. I do not know why. Yet. But I know what must be done. Subject Sigma is approaching Minerva's den. He must not reach the finger. Detonate the tunnel!
Oh, interesting.
It's wrong. All wrong.
What?
Just a hiccup in the system.
There we go. What doors did I open? Ah, these ones. Finally, I can buy some ammo. Hang on a sec. What's up, Kaylee? Okay, cool. Alright, while she's gone, we're just gonna do stuff over here. Hack this camera.
Hey.
Didn't even think about the fact that that was a dude. This for you. There we go. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, ice storm. Yeah. Anything else over here? No. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here, I guess. Suppose I want to go down this way. Turbine maintenance. Boy, it is loud down here. Where'd that Houdini splicer go? He like
all sequences with machine.
There we go. Enough. And we have unfrozen.
That'll do. The chamber leading the mainframe access is defrosting as we speak. Head on back there. Next stop.
I don't know, did he?
The Thinker's computer core.
Alright, you didn't really miss anything. I unfroze the stuff. We also found an audio tape about Wall talking about Sigma approaching the place.
The ice was meant to send a message, Sigma, but you do not listen. Perhaps your brothers can open your ears.
Oh boy.
Went and changed some comfort pants.
We're gonna be facing some Alpha series, it looks like. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Honestly, these guys are chumps.
Alright, so, what's happening?
We're getting back to the computer core, and Reed is sicking Alpha Series Big Daddies on us.
But it seems like we're close to kicking Reed's ass.
Yep. Oh! There's one.
All I really want is to end with kicking Reed's ass.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'm so tired.
Yeah.
Oh, took his shot good. He's
That's
a good boy.
That's good. So we turned all the heat back on.
We're still having trouble getting his insulin levels right.
Yeah.
Because he's lost another pound since we last took him to the vet.
Yeah.
Which is no good.
Nope.
His appetite's still messed up, I guess. Did you already read that huge thing, Great?
I'm reading it right now. It's pretty funny.
Oh, worshiping the flying spaghetti monster. Yeah. Oh, it's flying spaghetti monster is great.
All hail. Oh.
I'm pretty sure it was created as like a joke so that people could get away with being like a religious organization and not pay taxes or something. But I cannot remember to be sure.
I guess I'm going to core access. I hope this doesn't lead to like a whole new area, because I'm still looking for. Okay, I can probably find Big Daddy here.
The equation is nearing its conclusion, Sigma. The answers lie in the core. The Thinker is waiting for you, Sigma.
Is there a
And so
skin
am I.
suit behind you?
They're
Oh no,
like
they're
diving
clothes.
diving suits, yeah. You've not rescued or harvested all the sisters in this level. You need Adam for them to become more powerful. Okay, we gotta go find a sister.
The last one?
Yeah, it's the last one. I think of the whole thing.
What if we just did it? You have enough.
Yeah, but I want to get them all.
No, you don't need to.
Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch
can you
them
please
all.
just move on.
Well,
You
no,
don't even need it.
I want to at least find it.
You don't need it. Let's just finish the game.
No, I just want to find it.
Ah.
That's all I need to
But
do.
it's so
I
boring.
fucked it up earlier, so I gotta fix it.
Okay. If you say so.
Now, if I had to guess, it would probably be somewhere down here in climate control. I'm surprised they don't show up on the map.
Being a bit of a completionist, don't you think?
And your point is.
And your point is. To be fair, I don't think anyone could be as much of a completionist as my friend Katie is.
This is also true. Yeah.
She really attacks games with a checklist.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where...
Yeah, where would she even be?
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem.
I think you're gonna have to backtrack far too much. It's just one person that you missed, and there's only one ending.
I know, but like,
Well, just don't worry about it. Hey, chat. Should Will give up on finding the last little sister and just move on, or should we find her? Chat, decide.
I'm trying to just figure out where she would be.
Chat, if you vote with me...
Whatever Will wants. Games of completion % are favorites. I like grinding.
Y'all are no fun. Nobody wants to be impatient with me.
Gotta stash myself.
I could have predicted that, but you know.
Okay.
Hey, there's one. No sister though. So that's a bummer. I love being no fun. Do a poll. I think it's.
Ow! What the fuck? Oh wait, he's an alpha series. Oh, never mind.
Oh, can we? Is it? I don't know if we have that command. I think we need a bot for that.
Yeah.
I'll look that up.
Okay, that was an alpha series. Never mind.
For sure, everybody would vote against me.
Yeah.
Oh, they only let people who are partners and affiliates can. Oh, affiliates can use polls too. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but how do I start it? I'll try that. I'll try typing in that in.
Okay, let me check the map again. It's just like...
Technology of Minerva's Den keeps running smooth.
Okay, I've been here already.
Punishable offense.
Who left this?
I do not understand how to do this.
Okay, found one. And he's summoning a sister right now.
Apparently, you can do it from your like stream manager dashboard or something, maybe.
Hey, look, Kaylee, I found one.
Is this a model should be made at I don't know how to do this. Whatever the way to make a poll, it's not working for me.
Okay.
I don't think Streamlabs has like a great system for dealing with it. We'll not have to like do an in-depth search for how to do that later. It's have to create them on your dashboard, new creator dashboard. Oh, this is not a creative poll. Well, it's chat. This is a different kind of poll, I think. This is not a chat poll.
Okay, so that's not gonna help.
Okay,
as much.
I would have to. Yeah, exclamation poll is for Nightbot. We don't have Nightbot for our chat.
Nope.
So it wouldn't work.
It would not work. No.
Well, I looked it up. We'll have to get. Maybe we'll get Nightbot soon because I think we've been wanting to do that anyway. And we can do lots of polls.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's too late because Will already did what I didn't want him to do.
Yeah. I'm gonna do something else you don't want me to do too.
No, Will! not. I hate that circus. You know I hate the circus.
Yeah, but I don't care.
Wow. What a badass.
No, it's more than just an asshole.
You can't out asshole me. That's rude and annoying.
Yes, that is the idea.
Damn it, Will.
Let's fix your face, baby.
What if you just stabbed her? You know? Get your turrets set up real nice for you here.
Yeah. I also have
It's
robots.
raining men. Hallelujah. It's raining men. It just fell from the sky. It was great.
So I got the rocket robots doing stuff for me.
You didn't even react to that. It was so funny.
It was funny. I'm also trying to play a video game.
You can react to the video game while you play it. It's allowed.
That's true.
And actually, it's encouraged.
Backseat's on the little one.
Oh, okay. Found out it's long though. Yeah, so it's the creator dashboard poll. I don't think it's not a chat poll. It would be a poll that would show up in like the channel points area, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Okay, one more
Yeah, I saw that article too.
Fuck you.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's not that. It kind of sounds like you can recreate like a poll function for your stream manager. I'm not sure. It's quite confusing. I wonder how people do it automatically for like when people pick the cards you do in like Slay the Spire streams.
Daddy, over there.
So against your better judgment, you've checked out a new anime? Uh-oh. It's not a big name. Okay. Well,
Okay, what is it?
We watch a few that are not big names.
We watch plenty, yeah.
We watch quite a few, actually. What is it?
I have a question about this expense report.
Oh, she's got a question about the expense report. Better kill her. We can't let her know that we've been embezzling.
This area is off limits.
This area is off limits. You're not allowed to be here. Shh. This is a library. Be quiet. No gunfire allowed. I don't think this lady knows where she is.
Where we go?
Daddy, let's get it.
Who is that?
Lemon, I want to know what your anime is. What are you watching?
Yeah, tell us what it is.
What you watching? Tell me.
I could give you
It has DOSVA. Is it the Skate the Infinity?
Is it Skate the Infinity?
Is it Skate the Infinity?
There are a lot of anime that have DOSVA.
Because that anime's been pretty awesome, not gonna lie. I don't know, I always consider Skate the Infinity a big name one for this season.
This particular, it's probably the second best show.
Pretty popular.
The best show being Wonder Egg Priority.
Leland, you know
it is
we're always gonna know. We're gonna know what anime you're watching. Especially if you say what voice actor's in it, because Will has an encyclopedic knowledge of voice actors.
Nobody hurt my daddy.
Yeah, Skate the Infinity, we love it. It's great.
It's fucking awesome. Final episode is coming up this week. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
final episode soon.
Yeah.
I wonder how it'll end.
Don't know. I really like it though.
Highly recommend it. It's great. It has like a lot of elements of If you liked all the like the big like nonsense of JoJo's, it's got a little bit of that, but it's also a bit more like wholesome. It's like wholesome JoJo's sports anime. I don't know how to describe it.
It's also like a
typical shonen
sports series.
Yeah, it's like a shonen sports series with a little bit of JoJo sprinkled in and a little bit of I don't know.
I would say there are allusions to JoJo's.
There's a lot of references. Well, the whole character is a reference.
Oh yeah, no, the main villain is definitely a reference to Dio in so many ways.
Yeah, I mean he's voiced by Dio, so he's what it's meant to be. He's larger than life. It's very fun. I really like it.
Yeah, it's probably my personal favorite new show from this season.
I think it's extremely wholesome, and the characters are wonderful. You know, you gotta love like a fun cast of characters that all like sort of become friends out of like being around each other for too long.
Pretty much.
That's basically what happens. I love it. Beyblade with skateboard, kinda.
It is absolutely. That's how Jeff Thew described it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's basically.
Okay, you rescued the toddler. Now we can go.
Well,
right?
first we gotta face.
Come on.
Oh right, now we gotta fight a sister.
Fuck you.
Boo. She's gonna scream at us. I guess we didn't really say anything about it earlier, but we're going long tonight. We kind of wasted the first hour of the stream, the first half hour of the stream doing something silly. Honestly, I'd love to finish it, but I don't think we will.
I think we can.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it.
Yeah.
Oh, Mother's Basement. Yeah, we watch a lot of Mother's Basement's videos. They're pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a great show.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about when I said Jeff Thew. He's the guy.
Yeah. I think Lemon's making that connection with you. Jeff Thew's the guy who does Mother's Basement. Yeah.
He is my go-to guy when it comes to Anime Rex recommendations.
We watch him, and then we love One Piece. We're obsessed with One Piece. So we watch the guy who does like the Grand Line review, so we can have every chapter analyzed for us of the manga. Because we're obsessed. We love One Piece. It does have a Canadian voice, so it's very good watching for you, Lemon. And poutine. I've never actually had poutine. Is that a crime? Is it a Canadian war crime?
I have had poutine. It is amazing.
Is it a Canadian war crime to not have poutine?
Only if you go to Canada and don't have it.
Okay, so you're gonna be mad, but I have been to Canada and I did not have it.
I'm disappointed in you.
But I was only there for like a couple hours, and I was 7, so you gotta cut me some slack. My family went to go see the Niagara Falls when I was a little kid because my uncle lived in Syracuse, New York, and we went to visit him for like a week. And then we went to Niagara Falls for like a day, and we like crossed over into like, you know, the border. Back then I didn't even have to have a passport to like go to Canada because it was what year would have been? 2000, 2001.
Poutine is incredible. It's Eigen's favorite. It's Gray's favorite food that sounds like a very naughty word.
I think it was 2001. We went to the Niagara Falls. 20 years ago. 20 years ago. 20 years ago. Oh no. I'm old, guys. I'm so upset about how old I am. So 20 years ago when I went to Canada, you didn't have to have a passport. So I was 7. I can't deal with that information anymore.
It is pretty crazy. Okay, now we're moving on. I'm glad I did that because I was able to upgrade my health by a bunch.
Well, Luigi, I think that's a pretty accurate summary of 2020, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
You can make a poutine substitute by dumping pieces of chewy cheese on some fries and add a lot of sauce.
Barbecue sauce.
I'd rather make the gravy.
Yeah, the gravy. The gravy is
I love
really
gravy.
good. We have poutine sauce in Canada.
Oh.
Okay, no more Little Sisters. We're done.
Oh, thank God.
This is the last area. I think we.
Oh yeah, we actually do have a lot of cheese curds. I could just go to like Sonic and get them.
Not yet, Sigma. I am still crunching the numbers.
Could go to Culver's and grab some cheese curds.
Ow, ow, ow.
They'd be fried, but you know, that's fine, right? If they're fried.
Yeah.
Watch out.
That wasn't very helpful, Porter. Hey, watch out. So enthusiastic, too. Yeah, it would suck if you died. I'd have to leave my room. Freaking hate that guy. Porter sucks. Watch out.
Where's this camera? Fuck me. Oh, it's up there.
Oh, he's not quite dead. He is not dead yet. Da, 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 da. But now he is. You know what I haven't had in years now? Fried pickles.
There's one way into the core the wall can't lock
Sounds
off.
really good.
The maintenance access shaft. Sorry to send you down through the pit.
Gravy is not in short supply either. Gravy is also not short supply in the Midwest.
It's not.
We
could very easily make our own.
We can very easily make gravy here. That's how my dad does his homemade poutine. That sounds nice. I want to try it. I want to try it authentically though. I'll make my own, but I want to try it. I want to go to Canada and try it. Sounds fun.
It is.
I want to go to Canada. I've been there once, but I was 7. I don't really remember it. I do remember being, this is really funny. I remember going to Canada and we were over there and like everybody was speaking French. And as a little kid, I thought like I was losing my mind because I'd never been anywhere where where English wasn't the main like attraction. So I went to Canada and I was like asking my mom, I was like, Mom, I can't understand anyone. It's like, I know they're saying words, but I don't know what they are. And she was like, Kaylee, they're speaking French. And I was like, oh.
What is driving you into the
I
core,
barely
Sigma?
left my home
What
state
compels
at
you
that
to defy
point,
the
so I just
Tinker's
didn't
equation?
know. I didn't know. No, everybody spoke English where I was from. I lived in a tiny small town of like 300 people. Yeah, the best ones are from food stands and restaurants. I believe that. It's kind of like you come to America and you're like, oh, I want some pizza. I wanna try different pizzas across America. You get your Chicago pizza, your New York pizza, and you get it from the stands, and that's kind of the best pizza. Get it from the store, from like the cozy little restaurants. The worst pizza is probably the kind of, well, we like it, but kind of the chain store pizza is not the greatest.
Love for Porter and for Tenenbaum? Ah, you hardly know them, Sigma. You have never even met them.
Or hot dogs, I guess, but I feel like hot dogs are not that big a deal. I'm trying to think of things that are more American. We don't have that many things here. We pizza and hot dogs. Hardest part is to acquire spaghetti sauce. I don't think that'd be that hard for me to acquire here. I just have to figure out like kind of what the consistency is and what kind of gravy it is. We make a lot of sausage gravy in the Midwest because we like biscuits and gravy. We eat a lot of biscuits and gravy. And like
Ryan's secret police came for Porter
mashed potatoes
long
and
ago,
gravy.
and now he has reappeared in Minerva's den. A man sent to Persephone does not just open his cell door and walk home.
Oh yeah, how do you get back?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Also, you missed it. I picked up a tonic that lets me heal when I stand in water. It's called Fountain of Youth.
Biscuits and gravy? Yeah, biscuits and gravy. Love biscuits and gravy. Oh, Gray, you would know the exact French sauce. You foodie. It's a thinner, clear gravy than most Americans would think of. Okay, so more like a brown gravy you might get in like the can at the store. Maybe. It's pretty thin.
I have tried to keep you from the heart of the machine. You did not listen. When the pangs of familiarity sting you, my friend, you will have only yourself to blame.
Are we about to find out who Sigma is?
I guess you went to Quebec. Lemon, that's a good question. I don't know. I just know we went to go get a better look at the Niagara Falls from the other side of the border. I don't know how far in we went or where we went. It was so long ago. I have to ask my dad or mom.
Look at that. Rapture Departure Protocol.
Well, Thinker, Ryan's secret police are on their way. They cooked up some kind of evidence against me. Treason, they say. I've heard what happens to folks who get disappeared, come back as one of those metal daddies.
Wait.
So,
wait.
I'm leaving you with something to cogitate on in my absence.
Don't move. I know exactly what's happening.
Inputting Rapture Departure Protocol. Figure a way to get yourself out of this city, Thinker. You've got to live on, no matter what happens to me.
Okay.
You'll find a way.
Here's the deal. We are Porter.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We are Porter.
We are Porter. Sigma's Porter.
We are Porter.
Porter. Sigma. Thinker. Yup.
And the Thinker is pretending to be us.
Yeah, getting us out of here.
To get us out of here.
Tannenbaum's working on the atom thing.
Actually, what's funny is my prediction a second ago, I was about to make a prediction that was like, I think the Thinker is actually Porter, like Porter's dead and the Thinker is pretending to be Porter.
No.
But I didn't realize that we are Porter.
Yep. We are Porter. Sigma's Porter, Porter's the Thinker is Sigma. Yep.
It's full circle. Hey Thinker, what you thinking? Looks like we're gonna have a big fight here.
You're in the Thinker's core. The code printer is upstairs in the control booth. Top-level access only. You'll need to confirm your genetic identity to start the printing process.
Because you're Porter.
Yep.
They didn't just let that guy walk out of a prison cell. They turned him into a Big Daddy. You were the Big Daddy. Got it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense now. Now that I think about it. It's like, if he was locked up in Persephone, there's no way he got out of that unscathed. Like, or actually, he shouldn't have got out in the first place.
I'm getting the chills right now and I wasn't even paying attention to half the plot. Basically.
I'm getting Justine vibes.
Yes, we are the jerk talking to ourselves. I feel kind of bad calling ourselves an asshole earlier, but I guess, you know, if the shoe fits. We are an asshole, so...
I don't think it really matters at this point.
Just saying watch out to yourself, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Watch out, me.
That is pretty funny.
Look out, you, me, the person who is I.
It makes sense, though. Everything makes sense now.
It all comes full
Earlier
circle.
in the tape that you missed, the Thinker had told Reed that disaster would befall him as Sigma approached, and he was right.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier, Gray. Yeah, the Thinker was imitating us. Yes, the Thinker was imitating us, but we're us. What happened?
You have forced my hand, you see? The Thinker is shut down.
It's an eye
That leaves
patch.
only two
It's
variables.
a
You
magnifying thing.
and me.
Oh.
The equation. ends here.
Okay, bye.
Herr Sigma, it is Dr. Tannenbaum. With the computer disabled, Minerva's den is falling to pieces. No pressure regulation, no air supply. You must defeat Vol and bring the Tinker back to full power.
Oh, fuck.
Well, let me out then. Oof, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be really fucking bad.
Jesus.
You headbutted us. Rude. Yeah, Lemon, but wow is right. What a twist. I was kind of expecting half of it, but not the part where we are cornered. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Sorry.
This part is loud. Woo.
It's
Just gonna turn my little headset down. Good, you don't have control of your headset volume.
yeah.
Kind of sucks.
Your moment has come, old friend. I stand before you, the trusted partner who put a knife in your back.
So if the
Do not
thinker,
disappoint me.
if the thinker shuts down completely, does Sigma deactivate, or is he acting independently from it?
He's acting independently because we're not a robot. We're just a big daddy.
Yeah.
We're human. Oh, that's him.
Oh hey
It's not an
man.
eye patch. It's a fucking.
It's like a jeweler's like glasses. Doesn't really make sense, but alright. Like he's in the wash.
Came out. Here's left. All right.
Yeah, Justine does do the tomato in the mirror twist better. Yeah, you just kind of know a twist is in that little BioShock. Justine is a little bit unpredictable. You're kind of like, oh, I'm Justine. Yeah, this is rough.
That's funny.
I like so snuggled up from up here.
Good violence on him.
Quickly, take the administrator punch card from Vol's body and reactivate the Thinker.
Use the punch card, Luke.
Okay, that was more of a final boss fight than the actual final boss fight, so that was nice.
Oh yeah, I remember we fought Sinclair and it was nothing and it took 5 seconds. That was fun.
Mainframe reactivated. Confirming user's genetic identity. Genetic identity confirmed. Alpha series. Subject Sigma. Former identity. Charles Milton Porter.
Yep, we got it. We got it. We understand now.
Welcome back.
Assistant. Ending personality duplication. Subject Charles Milton Porter.
It was you.
You see now why I let the machine speak for you, Mr. Porter. We needed a voice that would be familiar, comforting, your own. With that copy of the Thinker's programming, we may return to the surface and use it to restore you to the man you once were. Please, collect the printout and meet me at your bathysphere dock. Take your time, Mr. Porter. I will be waiting.
It's a much more hopeful ending than the one with at the end of BioShock 2 where you just like it's just like, well, we can't fix you, so you're just gonna become part of my brain. And it's like, ew. No autonomy? Great. Love that for me. What was I fighting for this whole time?
We need to look up the endings for BioShock 2. We didn't look all of them up.
Yeah, we'll have to look up the other endings, but
Yeah, that didn't take
there
nearly...
was like no bots.
Yeah, I will say, this didn't take as long as I thought it was going to, which is nice.
Yeah, we're pretty much wrapping it up before 11, so that's nice.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, we're at 10:39, so
Or, I just mean, I think there's no more.
No, I think that was it. I think this is... Yeah, I think this is it.
No, now that the twist has been revealed, they can't really drag it on much longer.
Yep. I think we're wearing a diving suit, otherwise this won't be a problem.
Great.
Oh, you can kind of see our reflection almost.
It is sad that the most comforting voice is his own, because, like, well, you think it would be his wife's maybe, but that probably would be make him uncomfortable because she's dead, you know. It'd probably make him sad.
The true boss of BioShock 2 is ethics. Well, it wouldn't be his wife's voice, not anymore. Unless he liked having his voice.
Hearing his voice. Yeah, he probably liked hearing his own voice. Sounds like the type.
Pearl.
Is this your private study?
I believe I'm done feeding audio recordings and personal anecdotes to the Thinker. I am set to test the personality duplication function. Target personality, Pearl Porter. Thinker, are you ready?
Yes, Milton.
This is just sad.
No, this is tragic.
Starting test. Hello, Pearl.
Hello, Milton.
How have you been?
Just wonderful, Milton. I've missed you, though. It's been so long.
Pearl, No, this isn't right. It isn't her. Thinker, stop the test.
But what's the matter, Milton?
Oh, God.
Don't you still love me?
Oh, God, Oh, God, I said end function, Thinker. Now! It's over.
Ooh.
That's really sad.
That is tragic, man.
Oh yeah, no, this was definitely worth playing.
Yeah, I like the story. This sort of thing is with these games. The story is really interesting. Gameplay is a little repetitive, but it's good. Oh, play the piano one more time. Doing great.
Yeah.
The picture, yeah, it's definitely her, and it's been turned down.
Yep.
The picture frame on the piano.
Yep.
We tried clicking at it, but it doesn't do anything.
No, you could kind of hear the piano.
No,
It
the
was just
picture on the
yeah.
piano.
Yeah.
The picture on the piano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think this story is better than the main games. It is.
I do think the story is better.
Self-contained story that is happening at the same time as Delta and Eleanor's story.
Yeah. You mean the story of 2 specifically? Yes. I don't think the story of 2 was that strong.
I love this ending too, where we're just peacefully walking through his old office and stuff.
Yeah, that is really, really cool.
It's very somber.
Oh, go to the left. There's some stuff.
Yeah, I know. I see.
Poor Pearl.
Rapture. Always a lighthouse.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what's that letter say?
Dear Mr. Porter, I have learned of the death of your wife, Pearl. I hereby extend to you my heartfelt sympathy in your great loss. Very truly yours, Prime Minister Winston Churchill.
Oh. Damn.
He did...
Oh, he was working with Turing.
He was working with Turing, so
yeah.
He worked with the government. Sir and Mrs. Samuel Porter and Mrs. Walter Phillips request the pleasure of your company at the wedding ceremony of their child, Pearl Ann and Charles Milton.
Her full name was Pearl Ann. That's cute. This has been sad.
Yeah, this is incredibly depressing. Holy
she died
shit.
while Milton was away working, probably in the London. Yeah, she died in the Blitz. Yeah, she died while he was working himself to death practically, and it's an hotel. Not sure what that means. Oh, awful, maybe?
Yeah.
That's really sad.
Too many candles is making it creepier than it should.
You're for sure.
The Thinker never gave up on you, Mr. Porter. It could not leave you behind. Please, step up to the console and begin the bathysphere launch sequence. We have much work ahead of us.
It's a hotel?
Oh, okay.
What do you mean?
What's the hotel?
Yeah, I don't understand. Maybe you're talking about the candles?
Oh wait, are you watching Skate the Infinity right now? Because there was something about a hotel in that recently. One of the most recent episodes.
No, I think they're talking about the shrine.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
With all the candles.
No, okay, never mind.
Sorry for not understanding, Lemon. We suck.
Alright, well, this has been great. Hey, Tenenbaum.
Oh, she's just sitting here waiting for us.
Yeah. I'm glad she gets
Well,
out.
this is hopeful. You might get fixed and you might become the person you were before.
I'm gonna get awkwardly close to you. Okay.
Looks very different from the her silhouette in the
first game, yeah. She looks very different from the first game.
Yeah. She's also supposed to be older, I guess. It has been years.
Oh, Tenenbaum. I'm glad Tenenbaum lives.
Shrine. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love her. I love Tenenbaum too. She's.
I lived through the Blitz, Pearl, and the fall of Rapture.
Wow.
They took my memory, my voice, everything that made me a man. But nothing ever scared me so much as saying goodbye.
Aww.
I wanted to save you. I couldn't resist trying to bring you back the only way I knew how. But you didn't want that. I know it now. And I think I'm finally ready to let you go.
Oh, that was her
away.
grave.
I stand here with the sun on my face, and it's almost like I can feel you smiling. Goodbye, Pearl. I love you more than I've got words for.
Oh, Jesus.
Milton.
Okay.
Well, that was awesome.
Well, that was sad.
Yeah, no, it's incredibly depressing, but holy shit, that was incredible.
I like the ending better than the ending for BioShock 2 because it's more hopeful.
It's so much more hopeful.
And it's nicer.
Mm-hmm.
I think BioShock 2 was just trying to copy paste the ending for BioShock 1, but like worse.
Duck. Oops, I mean. Okay, so the thing we saw in that one picture was actually her grave. I thought it was Rapture.
The what?
The like tower we saw in that one picture.
Oh, I didn't see a tower. So
yeah, I thought it was the
about.
lighthouse.
I had no idea
no,
what
it
you're
was her
talking about.
grave.
Gotcha.
Hotel is the French word. Okay.
Oh.
Oops, duck. Oops, I mean fuck. All right, that concludes BioShock 2. Damn. I saw a grave. Okay, yeah. Okay. Lemon saw the grave. That's what they were talking.
Oh.
Altar.
Okay,
yeah, that makes more sense.
Yes, altar. Man, we're great with words.
We're terrible with words.
Aren't we, Will?
Yeah.
And paying attention
Oh yeah,
to
something
things.
like that too. Okay.
Yeah, altar, shrine, kind of the same word. Synonyms.
They are synonyms, yeah.
Synonym.
Well,
Ofrenda. Yes,
that's the
ofrenda.
whole game. There's also those Protector trials, but there's not really story content there. It's just Tenenbaum using, or it's details like Tenenbaum using a different alpha series to kind of test getting Delta back online.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because she mentions that at the beginning of this game.
Oh, she does, doesn't she? I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, this has been cool, guys. Thanks for...
Wait, there's something in my eyes. Water.
Oh, it's so sad.
Yeah, the altar is kind of similar to an ofrenda, yeah. Alright, that's BioShock 2 in the books.
Yeah, we finished it, guys.
Okay, so I didn't really get my
Infinite is all
overall...
that's left.
I didn't get... Yeah, Infinite Salute. I'm gonna take off my headphones now. Okay, so I didn't get all my thoughts out about the rest of BioShock 2 the other night, but I just wanted to talk about it real quick. It's not bad, but it's not nearly as good as the first one.
Yeah, it's not.
There are things I really like about it. I like Sinclair. I think he's a he's this character that is an absolute terrible person, and yet he's still not the worst person. He's still not the worst person in Rapture.
Yeah.
Which is impressive.
It is very impressive.
Yeah. I think Lamb would have been a more interesting antagonist if, I don't know, we actually did something more with her other than her just talking at us the entire time. I don't know. I did like the whole you have to choose to spare these humans or not. I liked these people or not. I did think that aspect of
Yeah, I think that was an okay added aspect to it. I think the little sister stuff was super repetitive. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I think they took all the things that made the repetitive gameplay in the first one like fun,
yes,
and like ruined it with this by just like going heavy-handed with story and like kind of ignoring the gameplay.
Yeah. The only character that was interesting was Eleanor, and her entire personality was variable after a point, depending on how you shaped her. Yep.
Which is wild to me.
Yeah. Which I do kind of find that interesting.
I thought that was kind of cool, but like,
yes,
I didn't like how at the end, because she was like, "Oh, you have to escape with me. We're gonna be together." And instead of being together, she steals your brain.
I do think in one of the endings,
eats it.
Do you think in one of the yeah,
you can choose to let him live or die.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No. That's
supposed to be the good ending.
No, that's in like the middle ending, the neutral ending.
You think so?
Yeah, I looked it up.
Oh, you looked it up. Well, just tell me then.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I thought you were saying, do you think this would happen?
No. I was saying I believe I saw this the other day.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, overall, like I did think it was cool to explore other areas of Rapture. Specifically, my two favorite areas I think that we got to explore were definitely Fontaine Futuristics for one, because I love getting to know more about Fontaine because, you know, he's the superior antagonist.
Yeah.
And getting to explore Minerva's Den. Minerva's Den was cool.
That was pretty cool.
It basically goes full sci-fi, and that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And also just like Minerva's Den was great. Yeah, you really play this game to explore more of the setting, not to get to know the new character. Exactly. That's why you play these games.
Yeah, it's a setting, world building type of thing.
Which is fine.
I feel like BioShock 2 just kind of forgot about its setting.
Yeah. It's the world building that makes it. Yeah. Which the world building isn't bad in this one. And there are other things I liked. Remember Billy?
Oh, Billy. Why wasn't there more of that kind of stuff?
I know, right?
They like threw in a couple of fun Easter eggs, threw us a couple bones, but it wasn't enough to make up for the whole game.
Remember Mark Meltzer? Oh, I did look it up. That little sister that was with him was his daughter.
It was intended to be her.
Yeah, it was Cindy.
I was just saying that even if it, I agree that it was intended to be her. I was just saying that hypothetically it could be any little sister.
It could have, yeah.
Because like they all are the same. She could have died at some point.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like there were cool stuff like that. There were cool things like that with Billy and Meltzer, and it's just like, especially with like the fact that you have to kill Meltzer at the end.
Yeah, you end up having to kill Meltzer.
That's so sad.
Yeah, if the only problem with BioShock 2 is like, oh, you're taking the moral high ground by saving these girls, and like in a lot of areas, when it's like this is the moral thing to do, it's not really. I disagree. Like the one guy who is like, "Hey, I need you to kill me," and then you get there and you're like, "Not supposed to," because that's the good ending. What?
Yeah.
That happens like twice, isn't it? It's like him, and then it's
Okay, well, with Stanley Poole, the guy who basically...
Well, Sinclair happens, and then with Sinclair, it is correct to do, but not with the other guy.
Well, Sinclair is telling you specifically, where it's like, I agree, fuck Alexander. Yeah. Fuck Alexander. Alex the Great.
Right.
I mean, apparently, I did also look this up. We could have just killed one of the three people, and it would have been fine.
It's the same ending?
Yeah.
Oh,
just slightly different. Well, the only difference is that you leave Sophia Lamb to drown, I think.
Oh, instead of saving her.
Yeah, which I think it's like, oh man, I would have liked to see that because fuck that bitch.
Right.
Eleanor should not have forgiven her.
No.
No.
I don't understand
But yeah,
any of that.
But yeah, like, yeah,
It definitely didn't feel like there was like a more like positive ending. All the endings seemed kind of whatever.
I feel like Sinclair's death had no meaning.
Yeah, Sinclair's death was meaningless.
Yeah, especially because he's like the one person who's helping you through this entire thing. Because all he's doing is trying to escape, but you get to know him and you like stick with him and like, yeah.
To be honest, I don't think you get to know him enough.
That's true.
Which is part of why his death is so meaningless.
Yeah, it's just like
he's like it's like the tutorial, like they killed Navi, you know?
Pretty much.
That's what it felt like.
I think in some endings, Eleanor actively kills Sophia, but you have to have harvested some little sisters for that. It's not a good ending, and she kills Delta too. Oof. We're gonna
okay,
this
if
up.
she kills you either way, that's bullshit.
Well, she doesn't. Okay, she kind of kills you.
She kills you.
Yeah, pretty much.
She kills you and steals your brain juice. Drinks it for breakfast.
Yeah, now you both share a body.
I don't think that's how it works at all. I mean, it's like they're like, oh, now your consciousness is in me. And
you know what?
You can guide me like Jiminy Cricket.
You know what it is?
What?
You know that one episode of Black Mirror where it's like 3 short stories in one? The museum, and there's the one story where they inject someone's personality into.
Oh yeah.
That it's definitely
it's kind of like that.
It's definitely that.
I pictured it more of being like she was just stealing his memories, and then there's not really his consciousness isn't really there.
No,
it's just
I figured it was more like that Black Mirror episode.
Because when she said she was gonna take his memories, that's all. I mean, that's what she said. She said, "I'm gonna take your memories."
Who knows? Anyway,
because it's like what happens with the ghosts and Rapture and the fucking memories you get from the atom.
Yeah, from the plasmids.
So I think that's just that.
I don't know.
You don't become more people.
Anyway, we should wrap this up.
I'm just saying, that's what I think it is.
Yeah, I know. I think it's personally that they're just sharing a brain because it's because I always thought it was the same thing as to what happened when that little sister like took our consciousness.
Well, it seems unnecessary, but okay.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh.
Return to Sender has followed. Oh, thank you for the follow.
Thank you so much. Unfortunately,
thank you for the follow for Will.
Yeah, unfortunately, we are about to wrap up because we just beat the game. So, but we will be back next week with
What are you playing next week?
I'm gonna start Immortals: Phoenix Rising.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah. And then we might also do more Monster Hunter next week too.
Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna do Infinite later. We just need to.
We're not gonna play Infinite.
We're just gonna take a couple of weeks off from it. At least.
Probably a couple months.
Not a couple months. Maybe a month.
Phoenix Rising is a very long game.
You're not gonna play the whole game though, are you?
I'm gonna play most of it.
Oh, okay.
Now, we might take like a break in between the middle of it. Also, Kaylee, there's gonna be a lot of other games coming out later this month.
That's true. Pokemon Snap's coming out.
Yeah, so it's like it's gonna be a while before we revisit BioShock, and I think I could use the break.
That's fair.
And
but we'll get back to it.
Yeah, eventually. All right. Thank you everybody so much for watching. If you like that and you haven't already, you can follow me here on Twitch, get notifications when I go live. You can also, if you want to support me directly, you can subscribe. If we get some more subscribers, we can unlock some fun emotes. Bye. You can also check out our Discord server where I will post announcements. And if there's a game you want to suggest for me or you think I might like, you can. There was a whole channel dedicated to that, so check that out. Finally, you can go to my YouTube channel and look at some of my previous playthroughs, including the first BioShock game, as well as some other fun ones like Paper Mario the Origami King, Wonderful 101, Xenoblade Chronicles, and many, many more. Once again, thank you everybody so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs. Bye. 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 Goodbye.
And happy April Fool's Day.
Yeah.